Well, you guys, you need to sit down.
Yeah. Jack.
You got to sit down. Sorry, people. My dogs are misbehaving. Um, Big up to Brixton Jesus, who is tonight's guest. We're on episode number 6. I apologise. We started broadcasting earlier, and the battery on my laptop ran out. So I ended up doing a few things that I had to do. And then we're back live. Obviously, it's a thing where we want to just get straight into it. We don't want no like interruptions, whatever. So Brixton Jesus, he's gonna hit the shop. Do you know what I mean? Um, I'm just gonna set up what I need to set up right now. So this for the people on Facebook. I'm about to share the link. Just give me 1 second because I gotta. Sorry, man. Like I was saying to I was chatting to Brixton Jesus earlier, and I was telling him like this this one this podcast wasn't like planned or anything. It was just like I just happened to have the equipment in front of me, and I needed to start putting more content on the YouTube channel because I don't know if you've seen the Bad Slave website, but I've got all the social links and that. And the YouTube wasn't a thing I really, to be honest, I don't use many social platforms, but YouTube, I weren't using it that much. Do you know what I mean? I was posting the odd video here and there. But yeah, so I've started pushing the channel. Sorry. Started pushing the channel. I've done a few full-length podcasts so far. And big up everyone. To be honest, yeah, it's the guests who make the podcast. And so everyone I've had so far has been unique in their own right. And I'm still going through the clips, innit? I'm still going through all the clips, all the yeah, man, I got some wicked quotes in there, you know what I mean? So yeah, today we got Brixton Jesus, aka Mark Anthony. Very outspoken, definitely on the internet, but obviously on this show we wanna find out about the person because a lot of the time people kind of take people on face value from what they see online. And hold on 1 second. Shit, is my no one told me the mic weren't plugged in. See, this is crazy. How is? Hold on a minute. Hold on. So this is what I'm talking about. What? My mic is not even plugged. My mic is not even plugged in. I don't know how I've actually got away with this. That is crazy. I don't know if it even made a difference. But okay, yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know if that even made a difference. But my mic weren't even plugged in. So yeah. But like I said in it, this has been it's one of them shows where we've planned it all day. Like I spoke to Brixton Jesus maybe this morning, maybe about I don't know 11 o'clock this morning, and we arranged to do it some point in the early evening, like 6 o'clock, which we almost did. You know what I mean? But certain technical difficulties that I hope don't repeat themselves because even now, although it's saying that this machine is charging, the percentage is going down. So I don't know if it's because of the programs that I'm using or the charger is just shit or you know what I mean or whatever it is. But I ain't really that bothered. I just don't want to lose a stream in it because we've lost one already, and the last one we had was going well. Do you know what I mean? And then, so right now, I guess we are working against the clock because when this thing decides to shut down, if it was at 28, now it's gone down to 27. I'm hoping it don't, you know. So when it decides to shut down, it will shut down, but we've still got a little while. So hopefully I got this shared on Facebook. So everyone who's watching. All right, here we go. Let me get to the chat. And if you hear me shouting at any point during this stream, it's because I got a dog which is on heat and another dog which is literally a super predator. And yeah, that's literally it. So you might you might see me, like, I might even have to get up. I might even have to get up out my seat. But yeah, so big up to everybody who's logged in. Hold on. Where's the live chat, man? So yeah, we're just hanging about for Brixton Jesus to turn up. Hopefully it won't be too long. I'm just trying to figure out a few things while I wait. Coco, get out of the fucking kitchen. Fuck. See, this is what I'm talking about, people. I'm going to start hearing things like that getting shouted. Yeah. Sit the fuck down. Where's that water spray? That's what I need. Fucking water spray. All right, I can't even get the chat. I don't know what's going on. Literally. But yeah, big up all the people that have been following this journey, because it hasn't been going on for long. It's only been, we really started this on New Year's Day. Yeah, so we started 2026 with this, and yeah, it's not giving me the live. Yeah, for some reason it's not giving me the live chat option. Yo, big up to Gleam. I see ya. And everyone else who's locked in. Yeah, the batteries stay. We're still at 27%, so we're all right for the minute. You know what I mean? We're all right. I've got a puppy here that wants to ruin everything. Literally ruin everything for me. So, you know what I mean? Don't mind her. She does something stupid during this show. Coco. I know why this ain't working. Here we go. All right, yeah, I don't need this. Seriously, I've got the technological skills of a caveman. You know what I mean? Literally. Right. Some things are so obvious, and okay, yes, yeah. Big up to Gleam. All right, everyone, share this. Share the video. Big up to Victoria Campbell, even though she's here. Yeah, so big up to everyone locked in, and all the people that are going to be like listening in later on down the line. Oh, Mark Anthony, where you at? Tell Boss Man to get a move on. You get me? Tell Boss Man, yo, we're live on air. Get me? Yeah. Big up the South London shopkeepers, though. Do you know what I mean? You still have them community shops in South London, so yeah. in the meantime, you know what I mean? Let me play some music because why waste valuable minutes? We can promote some exclusive. Hold on. This is a big one because it's only a couple. This is a brand new tune. Hold on, let's get this. I don't know how it sounds. All right, cool. Brixton Jesus back in the building. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
You can hear me? Yeah, cool. All right, let's get straight into it. Let me just check my battery. It's all right at the moment. It's cool. All right. So yeah, big up to everyone who's been waiting around. We're gonna get straight into it. The fire is about to get blazed.
Yes, sir.
It's one of them days, right? It's a mad thing. So that's why we had to start off like this, because we had to build a setting. You understand? Man had to get his juice in. Man had to get, you know what I mean? Man had to get the smoke in. Yeah. So firstly, introduce yourself. Tell them who you are, what you do.
My name is Mark Anthony, son of Mark Sr. and Michelle. But some of you may know me as Brixton Jesus. And I do a number of things. One of the most important things is serve my community. I've served my community for 25 plus years. All right. I come from Brixton. That's why I'm known as Brixton Jesus. I am not trying to mock religion. I'm not trying to mock Christianity. Not at all. I was initially raised in the church in my early formative years. I am now Nyabingi Rastafari. I work as a regular blue-collar working class dad. I provide media solutions, which is why you can see my setup kind of set up the way that it is. It's not there because it's cool. It's not there for aesthetics. I am a media solutions specialist. I provide media solutions, consultation, photography, film, graphic, whatever it is. You know, I have a number of professionals in my team that can handle any specific media related inquiry. The one I am proudest of actually is my daughter. You know, she finished 2 years of Brit school where she studied applied theatre, and she also studied AS film. AS film studies. She was part of the most successful year in the history of academic achievement at Brit school. So she's there, she's on the website and everything, you know what I mean? So I'm really proud of her. I tried, you know, to incorporate a cameraman into this thing that I'm building, but they don't see the vision when it's not their thing. You know the way there, Maggie?
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah,
My cousin's a cameraman. You get me?
there
My
we
cousin,
go.
big up Joshua though. But yeah, I know exactly. Is that
So
kind of why you've jumped on the filming thing yourself to make up
n-
for
no, no,
incompetence of cameramen?
no. I've never filmed.
No.
I don't shoot. I don't edit.
Mm.
I had to grow my own cameraman, fam.
Okay.
And that's who my daughter is now. So when I'm
Seen.
doing assignments, instead of it depending on the client's budget.
Yeah.
I'll just get someone that's been shooting and editing for 20 years. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
But if the client doesn't have that big a budget, well, my daughter is trained. She's not just someone who picked up a camera. You understand? She made a short film and I saw it, and I helped her with certain equipment to help put that film together as well. And she had to do everything from scratch for that whole film. You understand what I'm saying? The only thing she didn't do was be in it.
Yeah.
But she did everything else. Shot it, edited, casting, scouting locations, everything. Pre-post production, audio, she did everything.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm looking forward to getting a lot of work done with her. I also work as a lock model. I'm a published lock model on several different platforms and websites for different locticians. And
You
I'm
can't even
also,
lie, bruv. You model for my brand Descent as well, bruv. Can't even
there we
lie.
go.
And we can't even lie. Your daughter took that photo as well.
There we
So
go. My daughter's a
I can't
published
lie.
fashion photographer. You know what I mean?
So that went about that picture. I ain't gonna lie, because that was one of the pictures that made the website. And
you know,
understand?
you know what the story of that, how that photo came to be?
Yeah.
That photo came to be because I'd taken my daughter to a dentist appointment.
Yeah.
And when I'd taken her to the dentist appointment, I think this was probably the first day that I bust that t-shirt. Because remember, I wanted it for time.
Yeah.
I wanted it for time, and then man said, "Bro, there's one left." I said, "Yeah, I need that. I need that, bro. Let me get that." You know what I mean? So, like, I got it, and then me and my daughter were both kind of matching, not like matching outfits, but we were both wearing, shorts, trainers. It was a nice day, and I said, "Yeah, man." I said, "Yeah, let me get a photo in this shirt, man." So I can send it off to my man and let him know, yeah, man, it's dropping with what I'm wearing. You know what I mean? After checking it out, I'm like, raw. Man didn't even straighten out the t-shirt, man. My daughter could have told me to straighten it out a little piece. But you know what I mean? At the end of the day, she wasn't a professional. She caught a nice angle. You know what I mean? It looks like I'm in some sort of tunnel. It's crazy. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's published up on your website. So when I actually saw that on the website, I had to send that to my daughter, like, yo, princess. You got a published photo on a website. That's fashion photography. That's
Definitely.
streetwear. You know what I mean? So I'm a published streetwear model. I'm a published lock model. My creative background was as a vocalist, mainly a spitter, songwriter, and I started to learn how to record and mix my own vocals through frustration of dealing with producers and engineers that wanted to play with me, man.
Yeah. I hear
You
that. I
know?
hear that. Yeah.
Which inspired me to start up Mind's Eye Media Group, which is how I provide media solutions, and I've been running that for 15 years since 2011.
Right. Do you record music and do you record and mix artists as well?
Nope.
No.
This, what you see right here, this setup
I
here.
don't mean here. I mean in general. In like.
Nope.
No.
Don't. I used to.
Yeah.
I used to. Yeah. But no, don't laugh.
No, but I hear that. No, I don't blame you. I don't even blame you, bro.
No, you know what it is? I want to make it quite clear, yeah. I will be launching a series of different podcasts because I'm also into making my own natural products as well. Natural face and body butter, deodorant, triple action styling wax for all hair types is in testing right now. Natural unisex fragrances as well. These are things that I sell, but at the moment I had to put that down to focus on other things. But I will be officially relaunching.
I've seen your thing, the Natlux products.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
natural luxury for face and body is the face and body butter. Stay
Mm-mm-mm.
fresh is the deodorant, and
Yeah.
sacred and other seasonal fragrances are the fragrances, and everything is unisex, even the fragrances. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-mm-mm.
So, and they're all 100% natural and can be
Yeah.
used on children, babies, the elderly, and people with allergens. You know what I mean? It doesn't
Now,
really, it
that's
doesn't
coming back, bro. That's coming back, and we're going to use
definitely.
this as a platform for the relaunch because people have to understand as well, yeah. So you've been running your thing long time before even I was doing Bad Slave, right? Now I want people to understand, yeah, life, yeah. Sometimes in life, there's many things I could be doing, yeah, but trust me, there's many things I've had to put on the back burner for a while. You get me? Do you know what I mean? To regain, you know, it's some not even it's like to recharge sometimes, you know what I mean? And you get me? So obviously I've seen your products doing well. Do you know what I mean? I remember you've come
Mm.
to that place there and you've sold out and you get me?
Big up to you as well, by the way, because we did go to an event. It was an event. It was called Raw Tree, and you had a tent where you were selling your merch.
Yeah, yeah.
And I had permission to peddle my wares, and that's why I'm going to shout out the event still, because they gave me an opportunity to come there and make my money, but
Yeah, yeah,
there
yeah.
wasn't a space designated for me. And it was you that cleared up a space, a section of your table
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
allowed me to sell my natural products and all
Mm.
these different kind of things there.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So I appreciate that greatly. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man.
This is a man that I'm speaking to that helped me to break bread.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know
yeah,
them way
yeah,
there?
yeah. Yeah, man,
So
that was. Do you know what it was? That was a
mm,
mad event, yeah. But I've said it to you before. But you see, when you came on the what night did you come? Saturday night,
I
Saturday or the
think no, I think I came
you come the you come Friday. You
I
come like,
think I came on the Friday night.
but you come late.
Late.
You come late Friday night, yeah.
Late.
So these times, yeah. By the time Saturday rolled on, everyone was tired. You get me?
Mm,
Even the even the performers had been exhausted. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Everyone had done their set. Everyone had given it their all. You get me? People was tired.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but definitely on the Saturday and on the Sunday because you pretty much carried the entire Sunday. Do you know what I mean? You pretty
Bro.
much you had the state, you had the whole, you know what I mean? You kept the energy going, bruv. Because remember, people was worn out, bruv.
Look,
I didn't even take drugs, yeah, and I was feeling worn out by the Saturday. I wasn't
bro,
even drinking or anything.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I did not even come to that event to perform at all. But
Right.
again, this is why I want to big up everyone that I met there, because I had a good time. I met some wonderful people from all backgrounds, even their beautiful children as well.
Mm-mm.
Um, I did so well with people supporting my product so well. I was able to give some away. Yeah. So I was able to
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
give some to some of those beautiful people, men, women, and children. You know what the most beautiful thing about that was for me though?
Yeah.
It was about being able to barter and exchange with people like yourself
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
and other people there
Yeah.
with just goods that we each had that we each wanted.
Yeah.
That was the most beautiful thing to me.
Do you think that event was at a point, yeah, before that scene? Because now man are talking about infiltration and all sorts, yeah. But do you think that was before it got totally corrupted as a whole, like the whole say freedom movement, whatever anti-vax sort of scene? Do you think that event was before? You know, oh shit,
What I will say is this, yeah, and I'm gonna choose my words very carefully, and I don't use ambiguous language like maybe, might be, shoulda, coulda, woulda.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah, yeah,
understand? I'm gonna make my stance crystal clear so that anyone watching this knows exactly where I
yeah.
stand and no one don't have no doubt.
Just one second, Brixton Jesus. You might have to press your button again
Ah,
on your
say
camera.
no
It's not a
more.
big deal though, but yeah,
Is it on?
I thought it was me for a minute. I thought my thing went down again, innit? But
Hold
yeah, it's
on.
cool. Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Oh yeah.
let's
Also, as well, where my battery's going down, I
Yeah.
got my eye on the percentage. Yeah, if it once it gets too low, I'm gonna have to. Do you know what I mean? But right now we're on 26%.
Of course.
I don't know what's going on. I've never had a
I'm
laptop
not sure
that
what's
don't
going on with
charge.
my camera right now, bro.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, let me come again with it.
yeah.
And
See, we've all gone down to 25 now. 25%
bro,
rotted.
I don't, but what's going on with my camera now?
Oh, you
though?
don't
'Cause
know it's calm.
hey,
You got some effect on there. You get me? But it looks like, boy, looks like you're in a grow.
hold on. I'm not though. There we go. Hold on.
That
What's
would be a
going
cool
on with this,
podcast.
man?
It's live from the grow.
Live
me?
from the grow, you know, because that
Yeah.
would be crazy. You
Trust
know
me.
that man, that podcast wouldn't be on for long though. No, that would get raided like within like honestly, that would get raided fast.
That would get
Are we
raided
good
on
now?
air. You get me?
That would get raided on air, and you know what they would? Do you know they would be looking to manhandle man in 4K?
Yeah, 100%, 100%, bro.
They'd be looking to
you were saying,
manhandle man in 4K. But go on.
yeah, you were saying about because I was saying about
Yeah.
you know,
So what I wanna
did something change in the scene?
What I want to say is this, yeah, and this is what I want to be clear about what I'm saying. There are people that I'm still really cool with on both sides. There are people that have still showed me love that have been really good to me from before then till now on both sides. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why I don't want to cluster everybody up together.
100%.
I've noticed some weird stuff along the scene, but if you notice personally, I've kind of just removed myself so that I'm not involved in any of the conflict.
Yeah, of course.
You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, we're on. There's so many different sides.
Yeah.
I'm not really on any of them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, there's a mission that I'm on. Yeah, and it starts with guiding principles of Rastafari.
Yeah,
which is basically, in a nutshell, feed the hungry, lead the blind, heal the sick, protect the vulnerable, serve your community. Yeah. Part of that is why I'm a carer. I have an old man that I care for who lives downstairs. Because I'm like upstairs, I can do his grocery shopping. His medication, when it's not delivered, I can go and pick it up. I can help him with his appointments and certain things like that. He can more or less take care of himself. He can even cook, but I cook as well because he's diabetic. So I've been able to, one of the things I actually am actively working on is cooking traditional Caribbean Jamaican meals minus the
extra
ingredients with artificial colors, artificial flavorings, and all these different things. Cooking these things as naturally as possible without all the artificial nasties. And I've been working on perfecting these things over a number of years, so I can actually get it tasting now, which I have been for a while now, the way that it's supposed to taste with all the other stuff, but without it. You understand? So this is one of the reasons why I post the soup that I make most often. Pumpkin soup and red pea soup with no meat, fish, or dairy. He's quite obese as well, so I've helped him lose about 8 stone. His doctors have actually been in touch with me to ask me to keep doing what it is that I'm doing for him because everything about his whole health is improving. And yeah, I've been caring for him for the past 4 years, but I've only just been assessed to claim a carer's allowance for him.
Fair enough, yeah.
So that's something that's changed in 2026. Man's had to pattern up differently because it's a new year and there's certain things that I didn't do for money. But what I do is something that equates to a job and makes me entitled to that. So
yeah.
It's something that will help me out and make my life a little bit easier at the end of the day. You know them way there?
Yeah, 100%. So basically, as a Rastafarian, because you're not just any Rastafarian. You're, if I remember correctly, you're the UK.
I'm not there. I'll be specific. Yeah.
Well, tell us what it is. Come.
I'll be specific. I'm not a Rastafarian. I am Nayabingi Rastafari.
Okay.
Yeah,
So for people,
Rastafari.
who don't
Go
know,
on.
because there's a lot of misconceptions about Naya Bingi Rastafarianism in general, and how would you define it or describe it to someone who don't really know much about it? Because a lot of people just think it's all smoking weed, reggae music, Bob Marley,
Right.
red, gold, and green, Jamaica.
Yes.
Yeah, Jamaica is
Clarks.
yeah,
You know
Jamaica.
what I mean? They like. All right. Well, I'll break it down. And there's something that's very important to know. Yeah. Jamaica is not a Rasta island. Jamaica is not dancehall city. Dancehall is a culture of a small part of the population, and there's a section of dancehall which is where the slackness comes from. Yeah. Reggae is a genre that has several different subgenres. Dub, rockers, lovers, so many. Dancehall.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah.
Yeah,
Now, Jamaica itself is a majority conservative Christian island.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And that's important for people to know. And Rastafari is basically the most natural way of living within the Western world as possible as you can.
I see.
Yeah. That's what we aspire to be. We aspire to live the most natural lifestyle as possible. And from what I can see from living in the UK, from having lived in America, from having lived in Jamaica and gone to school out there as well, Rastafari is the pinnacle of organic masculinity.
Yeah.
In the Western world.
Yeah.
Based on our principles and how we actually live and carry ourselves. So I am not the anything of Rastafari, but what I am is Minister of Information for Rastafari Global Council, Great Britain chapter. And I was placed in that office by Ambassador Bingi Konganaya.
Yeah. Is he based in Jamaica or is he?
No, he's based between here and Jamaica. He's a man that has licensed plantations out there growing herb.
Yeah, okay. How
Working with the government and everything.
Yeah, does he have is this like how many chapters does he have worldwide then, and like how many different countries?
I'm not sure, but Rastafari Global Council is where you can go and look and find all your information. You can find it on Facebook, you can Google it. And if you want to find the mission statement, it's all there.
Yeah. Do you think that because from when I was obviously me myself, I grew up in Brixton as well in the 80s and a little bit in the 90s and around South London, and do you think the influence of Rastafarianism is declining, especially like in the black community, for like a lot of the black guys are Muslim turning to Islam? Do you think that's a clear shift from what it was like in the 80s and 90s, where a lot of the youth were more influenced by like Rastafari, like spirituality wise, they leant towards Rastafarianism?
Well, I can tell you that I wasn't a Rasta until I was 32 years old, fam.
What was you following before?
Before that, I was raised in the church. So my household was a Jamaican Christian household and Pan-African household.
Okay.
And what's important to note about that is that there was no image of any white Christ or white God in my house.
Okay, yeah.
There was a portrait of a black Jesus with dreadlocks who looks pretty much exactly like what I look like right now.
Yeah.
And that portrait was in my grandma's big house after they moved out of Brixton to Beckenham in the 70s.
Okay.
I saw that portrait in the house in the say around, because I was born in 84, so say around 88, 89, 90s when I see that Brixton Jesus portrait in the house consciously. Yeah. She took that to Jamaica when they retired and went out there in 94. When I lived out there from 97 till 2000 with them, that portrait was still on the veranda, and now she come back over. That portrait is still in her living room right now. Yeah. And so when people say, well, what does Brixton Jesus mean? It's connected to a number of things. A lot of people don't really read the Bible, and they have a really serious misconception of who Jesus was and what kind of characteristics Jesus Christ had according to scripture.
Of course.
According to scripture, Jesus was not a nice guy.
Nah.
Jesus was very strict. Jesus was very unforgiving, and Jesus was catching bodies
Yeah.
from childhood.
Yeah.
People think King Von is on demon time.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ was catching bodies from childhood, flipping over tables and whipping tax collectors.
He was
Understand?
driving people out.
Yeah. Him did a bonfire, more fire than Capleton.
Mm.
So the reason why I created the Brixton Jesus characters, because the other half of my upbringing in that same household was Pan-African. And my uncle Kwaku used to take all of his nieces and nephews to Golden Nubia Pan-African Saturday School, where our education was supplemented with English, maths, and the sciences, but also we were taught about our history and where we come from. We were taught about Imhotep using designing algebra.
Bishop Kwaku, yeah?
Not
That's
Bishop Kwaku, Prophet Kwaku.
Prophet Kwaku, sorry, that's it. It's been a long time.
That's all right.
Because did he have a shop? Did he have a bookshop in Brixton?
No, my uncle, no, he never had a bookshop in Brixton. But what I will tell you is this, yeah. Big up to Black Child Promotions and Big Souls, who runs Black Child Promotions, because he runs a stall outside Iceland supermarket in Brixton and outside Nighttown in Oxford Circus.
Yeah.
He's been running from 2004. Now, people don't understand that he's a serious Rastafari and he's a scholar. I think he's on his doctorate now.
Okay.
Yeah. And a lot of his work is being used, I think, at London's BMet University for... Man, he's recognized. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Black Child Promotions is a registered charity. All right?
Yeah.
Now, he knows my Uncle Kwaku from a long time. And we have the same connection because back in like 2004 to 2007 and a bit later than that, I used to run one of my Uncle Kwaku's stalls, doing the same thing that you see Black Child Promotions with the knowledge, the books and the DVDs, the literature. And I used to work in Nine Nose Market in Vauxhall.
I might have used to buck you a couple of times there still.
Probably.
I used to buy
DVDs from there were two stalls. There were two knowledge stalls. And I used to run one of them for my Uncle Kwaku.
Because I used to go in I used to buy blank CDs from up there. See what I'm saying? So I used to go up there more time or Sundays. That place was wild though. Is it still running?
Bro, I don't even know. But
you must have seen some shit. You must have seen some madness fucking working there. You
bro.
Write a book.
Yes, I could, bro. I could work a book just on working in Nine Nose Market, bro, in Vauxhall. It's crazy, bro.
Bro, I just saw a glimpse. of it. But you see where you had your thing? It was nearer to the entrance. Do you know what I mean? It went so far down,
you know exactly, bro. You know exactly where we were.
I know where you was.
Come in and we're on the right. Yes, bro. Yes.
Brother, literally, I used to. Them times there, my children were probably like in the pushchairs. Do you know what I mean? That's how long ago it would have been. Do you know what I mean? But yeah.
You see this full circle moment. Now let me show you something, yeah. When my daughter was about 16, because my daughter's 18 now, she's in her first year at uni now, doing really well. She's currently down for the holidays. She'll be going back up later on in a few days. Yeah. When she had just started Brit school, I took her to meet to meet Big Souls outside because I called him and asked him where he was going to be because my daughter was studying applied theatre. So I took her up to the West End to go down Shaftesbury Avenue and Aldwych and look at all the theatres and stuff like that, just to have a day out because it was my day to have her. You know what I mean there?
Yeah.
And I took her to, I called Big Souls. I was like, yo, family, where you there? I said, are you in Brixton or are you in Oxford Circus today? He said, I'm in Oxford Circus. I said, say no more. I'm coming to check you. So I went there and I got a book for girls and young ladies on how to style and cane roll their natural hair. And he has someone there that was selling some natural, some like purple sea moss, and he was selling face and body butter and all that as well. And he's trying to sell my daughter some, but I just told him, look, man, my daughter's good. I supply all of that. I make all of that for her. You get me? But I will take your purple sea moss. And he had another brother there that was saying like vegan cakes. King Souls, yeah? Big Souls. I call him King Souls. Because I like to call him King Solomon. You know them way there. But
Yeah.
He bought a piece of vegan cake for my daughter from one of the vendors that he let work on his stall, and he also gave my daughter a book on Ida B. Wells. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know who Ida B. Wells is, my bro?
I am familiar with. I'm trying to think what books.
I'll tell you exactly who Ida B. Wells is, and this is for all the viewers as well. Ida B. Wells is a woman that used to document the lynchings going on in the Deep South in America
Okay.
back when them things there was happening. And she used to document these things so that people at least had some closure or at least knew what happened to their people.
Okay.
Because these things were ritual practice for these people that used to do this, you know. You understand what I'm saying? So they'd have a whole announce man's name and whatnot, and his alleged crimes or transgressions or offenses that he's allegedly done to get him strung up, and they'd have a good old hold down with the banjo, and you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, so she would be going around documenting all of these things. Now that is some dangerous bomber clock work. So you know she had to be strapped while she was doing that shit. Because I'm letting you know now, that's something that is incredibly brave and crazy that a lot of men wouldn't have the heart to do. Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So a lot of people get it twisted when they see me as, addressing a lot of the dark side of female nature, but that's not because I don't respect and appreciate women as very valuable. They are. And it's important for people to understand that we are each one half of a complete being. When we come together, we are the whole being, and therefore new life is formed.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah. But do you think people get more triggered because what you say rings true?
100%.
I see loads of on your some of your posts. I've seen some epic
Mad crash outs, I lie.
I've seen big crash outs. You get me? I've seen some big crash outs, and where and it's a lot of the time, the person fits the description of exactly who you're describing. You understand? Like you'll make a post about something.
Terror, let me ask you something. No, let me ask you something, Terror. Anytime you see me make a post, do you ever see me tag anyone's name in it?
Nah. Oh shit.
Where like some of these deranged people that come up, I don't even know where they come from. A lot of them ain't even on my page, bro.
No, but I think people talk and they go, you know, they probably talk your name.
Of course, man. Come on, I know this.
Let me have a go. That's what happens. You got
Mark
a load of
Anthony people. And Brixton Jesus is headline news, blood. I'm telling you. Has been for like a good while, bro.
Yeah.
Over 10 years.
Yeah.
You understand? So
no,
yeah.
Do you know what it is, isn't it? You know what it is?
Yeah.
Right? Do you know what it is? I think what makes people mad, yeah, and it's not what they're doing, it's how you are, right? Because it's like they don't believe that it's you can carry on. They don't believe it's possible to be like that. You understand? They're in their head. It's not possible to do these things. You get me? But that's the truth. That's the truth of life. And
the wickedest thing is this, yeah? It's not even that. In their head, a lot of the time they're just guilty because they know they're doing these exact things that I'm talking about.
Well, like
yeah. The thing is, the ones that don't believe it, that aren't doing it, they don't want to believe it. But you see, my thing, fam, and this is really important for people to understand. I don't believe a bumper clock thing. Anytime that you see people really challenge me, bro, do I not produce the receipts? Facts, data, statistics, articles, from the medical journal, from not tabloids, reputable. You understand what I'm saying? Sources. Yeah, I drop receipt after receipt. My daughter calls me Mr. Receipts, bro. She's got a few nicknames for me, but Mr. Receipts is one of them. Because I let her know if you ain't got no receipts, don't say it in public domain. Save that for a private conversation between you and dad. You understand? Don't open yourself and open me up to liability. Yeah. So anytime I say some shit, it's spicy, and I use specific language and deliberate language for a reason, because there's a lot of ambiguous language. I'll give you a few examples. The word dating.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So, what you think I was born yesterday? Oh, I'm not in any. I'm just dating, and yeah, date them all. I'm just dating a few guys right now and seeing who's the most serious. What do you mean?
Mm-mm.
How do multiple men have access to you at once? When was that something that was cool? And if multiple men have access to you at once, that is your prerogative. But why do you think the man you want wants you?
Mm.
If all these other guys who you know don't measure up to him have access to you, you're not special.
Yeah.
Top 10% men and top 20% men do not want the women that average Joe has access to. That's
Yeah.
insulting to him.
Yeah.
And the situation that we live in now, hookup culture was created by women because 100% of women only want 10% of men, bro.
Yeah. All right. And so the other day I had someone on it, yeah, and it was a good podcast, yeah. They said was talking about like their view on it is like women, the world will be better off run by women, and also we kind of got on the whole like dad's issue, absent father issue as well. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know. What's your take on this sort of view?
The first thing that we need to do is we need to start showing the receipts to let everybody know that the whole deadbeat dad narrative was a complete lie from the very beginning. It was never true. And I'm going to be very specific when I say what I'm saying. And there's going to be a lot of girls that are going to watch this and not going to like it because the shoe fits. But remember, I didn't tag anybody in this either, apart from you.
Yeah.
When I posted it on my Facebook and said, yeah, look out for me on the Bad Slave Podcast, episode 6. You get me?
Mm-mm.
So, I'm going to... Right now, this is what I'm going to do, yeah? I'm going to pull up the blood clot receipts, yeah? Like, I'm not even... No, fam, because people think I'm not ramping, rude boy. I don't talk. I'm making sure I pull up the receipts, blood.
Yeah, this is what it is. This is what triggers people.
I know.
This man is not ramping. Yeah, this.
This is the part.
I even know what he's gonna show, but fucking, I'm just preparing for something epic.
Bro.
Sorry, everyone. You know what it is.
All right.
I was so run down for the last couple of weeks. Yeah, I was ill the other day. I never get ill, and it caught up with me, and I've just been recovering. So I'm not even.
All right, bro. Watch this now, yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna get we're just gonna start like, you know what I mean. We're gonna just start leveling off this thing here now, yeah. Because what I noticed, yeah, a lot of people might not like how I go about my business, but I said what I said, and now I'm gonna prove it. All right.
Yeah,
So where are we? All right, boom. Here we are. Where are we?
Because ultimately, what I was going to say, yeah, is people only get angry online.
Yeah.
No one has an issue with you in the real world.
Never.
Yeah. So this is what I was trying to get. This is what makes
like
people
everyone's
angry.
nice to me in real life.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
this is what I'm saying, innit?
I'm nice to everyone else because I'm not trying to
He ain't called
you know
one out. Basically, he ain't called no one out. He just stated certain recorded facts online. Certain people didn't like these facts, basically.
All right. Let me see if I can. Where is it? Ain't there no? I swear there was a screen share option. All right, then. You know what, yeah? Sharing is not turned on. The host isn't allowing sharing for this meeting. You got to allow me to share my screen, I think.
What's
All right,
happening?
you know what? It's all right. Don't worry. Don't worry. I can just read it. Yeah?
Yeah.
This is what you're seeing on the right. You know what I'm going to do? Let me move it to the left. Yeah? Because this is what I'm watching on this screen right here. This is what I'm reading right here. Manchester Evening News.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
13:30, 1:30 p.m., 3rd of January 2017. Yeah? Updated. Yeah? All right, by Lucy Rue. This article is by a woman. Okay? Nearly half of men who take paternity tests are not the real father. Testing from DNA Clinics, which is part of the Salford-based BioClinics group, analyzed 5,000 results selected randomly between January 2014 and June 2016. Yeah, that's a year and a half. All right. No, that's 2.5 years. Okay. Almost half of UK men take a paternity test turn out not to be the real father, new figures show. Testing firm DNA Clinics, which is part of the Salford-based BioClinics group, analyzed 5,000 results selected randomly between January 2014 and June 2016. The results show 48%, or 2,396 of the 5,000 samples, yeah? Of UK men tested were not the biological father. 52%, or 2,604 of those tested were proven to be the father. That is for the whole of the UK. That is England,
Yeah.
Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland.
And that's just the people that got tested.
That's
So
just the people
yeah.
that got in that 5,000 samples.
Yeah. Of course. But what? So what does that tell us about the people that haven't got tested? So is that
Let me finish, bro.
No.
No, we're gonna get to that. I'm gonna answer that question, but you have to listen to this part because that was for the whole of the UK. Do you know what it was for England alone?
What is it?
For England, it was 51%.
So it's over half.
51% of men in England in this test from this sample size were not the biological father, bro.
Wow.
51%.
Yeah. And then you got to think, right? How many?
Stop.
Two, fuck off.
Stop. Just stop a second. 51%.
Yeah.
51% of men were not the father that were tested.
Yeah. Man.
Carry on, bro. Go on.
No. Go on.
Should I carry on?
All I wanted to say, yeah. So if that's the people that have got the test, yeah. So imagine that's the people that have actually had suspicions and gone and got the. Do you see what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
How many people like? So what you got to work out is what is the percentage of people that do get a paternity test out of you know what I mean? So say like 10, do you know what I mean? So really and truly, how many children are out there or how many people out there thinking that their parents are their parents and they ain't, or their dad is their dad and he ain't? Like what do you think the estimated number of these cases out there where someone is raising a kid that isn't biologically theirs, but they don't know? What do you reckon? Do you know what I mean?
All right. I don't know the exact number and I don't know the exact percentage. However, to all of my high IQ people out there watching, especially my data analysts who may be watching this right now, yeah, you guys are important. Pardon me, because when I crunch some numbers right now, and I'm gonna be generous. Pardon me, but I've done this before. When we assess what's going on right now and we take into account trends and what's been going on in the past 10 years up until now, 2026, let's just break it down. So that is from a group of 5,000 samples within the BioClinics group. This is not 5,000 samples of all the DNA paternity tests taken.
No, I know. Yeah.
This is not a percentage of all the DNA paternity tests ever taken in the UK. Otherwise, the numbers would be the percentages would be a lot higher.
Yeah. Okay.
And it would
Okay.
be a lot grimmer. No, it would
Do
be
you,
a lot more grim. So
do you
wait, wait,
think?
wait,
Yeah.
wait.
Do you think
Go
there's
on.
certain places, like say we broke it down regionally, yeah? So
Mm.
if you're saying like the UK, right, it was like UK wise was 46%, right? England
No.
alone was
Yeah, UK was
51%,
48%.
48%, okay, and England
Yeah.
alone was 51%.
Yeah.
Could it break it down regionally and say this region 75% or this region do you think it could be that severe? Do you know what I mean? Like
I think it could definitely be broken down and to more specific numbers, but I don't have any way of doing that because I don't
yeah,
have access
yeah,
to the samples. You
course,
understand?
course,
But what I
course.
will say is this: if we were taking all the samples collected within the UK in
Mm-mm.
history,
Yeah,
and we were taking all the samples collected in England in history,
yeah,
and then we take from 10 years ago till now, yeah, from 2014, 12 years ago till now, and
yeah,
we took all the DNA samples in that time, yeah. Let's just look at the social and moral decline from 10 years ago till now. Look at how blatant the slackness in the music has gotten from 2014 till now.
mm,
Like, look at these female rappers that are now admitting to being whores and being prostitutes, admitting to it.
mm, mm, mm. Yeah, yeah.
Look at how we've got women casually talking about a man needs to cash at me this before he can take me on a date.
Mm-mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like now, so when we're looking at all of these things and the social, the moral decline of society
Yeah,
over the last 10 years, are you telling me that those statistics would have improved?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly.
We'd be looking at like 75 to 80%. And I'm not exaggerating of men tested who were not the father.
Yeah, because
That's crazy.
you got to think that's like UK wide. If you break it down to somewhere like London, South London, like what do you think the percentage would be there?
I can't guess because the thing is, you see, when I'm thinking about 75%, I've told you what I used to come to that conclusion.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't have nothing to go on to be able to tell you in South London it would be this. You
Yeah,
understand what I'm
yeah, yeah,
saying,
yeah.
bro?
Of
I'm
course.
going by what the data is that's been presented.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not just pulling nothing out of the air. I'm
Of
going by
course.
the data that's there in the Manchester
Yeah, yeah.
Evening News
So they haven't,
from
they've, yeah.
BioClinics Group.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't give you what the facts and figures of London and this region and that because I don't have those right now.
Course.
And I don't want to spread no misinformation.
Basically,
I'm going by the facts, data, and statistics.
Yeah. Okay.
So what we can conclude from what we just spoke about is that this whole deadbeat dad thing was a myth from the very beginning. Most single mothers are single mothers by choice, not because the fathers abandoned their children. It's because in a lot of cases, these men know the child isn't theirs. Or they know that it could be one of 10, 15, 20 man, however many.
Yeah.
And you're trying to stick it on him.
Yeah.
In a lot of cases, women try to avoid this paternity test.
Okay.
And they'll create, bro, let me tell you, they will come out with the most outrageous and egregious things to try and avoid that accountability. They will claim that men have molested their children. They will claim that men have sexualized or been pedophiles towards their own children to try and assassinate this man's character to try and avoid that DNA test, bro. They will do anything to avoid that DNA test if they have doubts. And this is where the manipulation of men from women in society has been so prevalent because there's a lot of gaslighting involved. For example, women act as if men are not supposed to want a DNA test if they have any reason to suspect them. And if you didn't give a man any reason to be suspicious, then he wouldn't want a DNA test in the first place.
Yeah. But do you think all of this has led to like, especially with the younger generation, just not being bothered about relationships, even getting to the point where some of these young guys deliberately keeping away from women, not because they don't like women, they just, do you know what I mean? They just equate it to drama and trouble. Do you think a lot of the way things are going is leading to more people to think like that? and
And
both
Brad,
from men and women as well. The
Mm.
same way men are moving a certain way, which women ain't. A lot of women are not feeling. Do you know what I mean? But at
let
the
me
same
just start
time,
out. Let me just start out with how I saw my life as a child. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was with my grandparents. I lived with my grandparents. I had like 3 uncles living in the yard. My mom was in America. My dad lived in and around Balham. My mom's side of the family is from Brixton. My dad's side of the family is from Balham. If you know anything about the 80s and Brixton and Balham, you know like that's Montague and Capulet. Like Brixton and Balham had beef.
Okay.
My mom comes from Brixton and had 4 brothers, and my dad had the audacity. Coming from he just had the audacity in it. And yeah, you know what I mean? Rest in power, pops. You know them way there? That's where I get the audacity from. You know? So basically, I wanted to be married at 25. I wanted to have my 5 children with my wife. I wanted to raise all my kids in my household, and I wanted to have 15 grandkids on the weekend running around tearing up shit and breaking my stuff like my grandparents had.
Yeah.
That's wealth.
Yeah.
We had grandkids and step grandkids that wanted to come over because it was so lit. You understand what I'm saying? They would beg to come, you know, and grandma and granddad would say, yeah, send them, but just understand that they're one of the grandkids if they come over here. So when everyone's getting straightened out, they're getting straightened out as well. Don't feel like, you know what I mean?
Facts,
if you got a problem with that, don't send them.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Facts, yeah.
Yeah. And when the step cousins came over, they were cousins. They were just such and such's brother or sister. That's how safe an environment my grandparents provided. And that's how they saw the duty. Those are the people who inspired me to a certain degree. And this is why I live by the code. All the children of the world are my children. Including yours. Black, white, blue, yellow, and green. All of the children, the innocent children of the world, are my children. This even extends to my daughter's flatmates in uni halls. Those are my children too, bro. When they all got freshers flu, and you know what freshers flu is, you're away from home, you're not getting the good cooked food from your parents, you're partying, you're drinking, you're smoking, you're doing drugs for those who are doing drugs. Your immune system is, you know, weakening, and it's flu season. That's what freshers flu is. Everyone gets hit by it. My daughter got hit by it because I'm not cooking and bringing her food twice a week. You understand what I'm saying? She can cook. But you know, if no one's not getting onto it, just like most young people, they're not gonna cook as often as they should. You understand? I went up there and cooked a big pot of soup for her and her flatmates, and I spoke to them and just showed them the same thing. You're all my children too, even though you're adults and you're not children, and I respect you as young adults. But all of them were like, "Nah, we get it, and we're glad to be. We're glad to be because Ellie's they love Ellie's dad.
Yeah.
Mostly because I'm not trying to be one of them.
Of course.
Like, my name is Mr. Reed.
Yeah.
Or Ellie's dad. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you don't get to call me Mark. That's not allowed. I don't care if you're 18, 19, or 20 years old.
So it used to be back in the day, man. But a lot of
I'm bringing it back.
Yeah, a lot of our, you know what it was? A lot of our friends' parents were fresh from yard. So even if it weren't from Jamaica, somewhere in the Caribbean, and just by talking, it was like, you know what I mean? You don't want to ramp with these people. You know what I mean? You say the wrong things to these people, or you don't say hi when you come in or something, they're going to make you know about it. So it was kind of instilled into us from a young age.
Yeah, now, I'm a lot more gentle than my forefathers, though. I gently correct you, so I'm not really harsh with them. Like when my daughter was turning 17, I asked her what she wanted for her birthday. She told me she wanted a pair of Dr. Martens. So I said to her, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get them for your birthday. So, but I will get them for there or thereabouts. So I took her out to a shop called BTSN, which was in Brixton. Big up to Art Daily. And,
that's my guy. Come on.
You're big up Art Daily.
Is that
bro.
issue? Yeah, come on. Oh, you the man. Let me big them up. Big up Crook Street gang. Big up Crook
and
Street gang
what? Yeah,
from long time.
I'll tell you how I met him. I met him when I was with my daughter's mum. This is before my daughter existed. I met him on Tooting Broadway, and
Yeah.
he was selling the Black Fonzarelli mixtape.
Come on, that was a big.
And I bought the Black Fonzarelli
Yeah.
mixtape for like £3, and I played it on my show on Power Jam, the
Yeah,
Black Ice and
okay.
Blazing show.
Yeah. Like
You know what I mean?
he is that brother has put in serious work. Yeah, no one can deny it. He had South London.
Work.
He had South when he was doing the CDs. He had South London on Smash, Croydon, Kingston, Bromley. You understand? Them man put in work.
Brixton. He was big up to Art Daily, man.
Yeah. Come on.
And yeah, man, he's more into like lifestyle and fine cigars and them kind of thing there now, and fashion and thing. But you know what? I respect his hustle. I respect his grind, and I got love for that brother, man. You understand what I'm saying?
No,
I
love one thing I'll say about him.
Really mixtape.
Banging.
Go on.
Yeah, one thing I'll say about him, he got vision. He's someone that's always had vision because my brethren used to sell his mixtape as well. You get me? So I used to go and he used to be selling that mixtape, and it was like, yeah, that was back in, it's 20 years ago.
I met him on the grind.
Yeah, he was grafting, bruv.
I met him on the grind, bro. Don't let nobody say Art Daily weren't out here pounding the streets in the winter cold. I saw him out here.
He was outside, man.
And that's why I supported him as well. I said, I'm gonna try this thing. You get me? And then you know what? I can't remember. I think it might have been £5 for the thing, but I said, bro, I got £3 on me, but I got a show and I'll play it on there. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Because I support you. I support the you understand? And I said, and this was my thing. I don't care if I like it or not. If I play it and the people like it, it's getting played again. Because it's not about what I want. It's about what the people want. It's not about my personal thing. But if I do like it, it's getting played whether the people like it or not. Because
and if you check his music out, his music was ahead of his time because
it was.
Them man were doing what they're doing now.
Man like Art Daily was singing on his own hooks when other man was still on this, including me. When other man, including me, was on this Bad Man Don't Sing. Yeah, like Art Daily was singing his own hooks,
and what he did, he brought like a different style visually to UK rap. People didn't even realize all the way back then, and because remember there was a few of them. Do you know what I mean? There's a couple of them in the crew, and they had their own flavor.
Yeah, because I used to butt them in Croydon. I used to butt some of the Crook Street guys in Croydon, and one of the Crook Street, couple of the Crook Street guys knew a couple of my other guys. You understand what I'm saying? That was from like Gypsy Hill and all that. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, it was a beautiful thing still.
And
the funny thing is that just kind of just dropped into the conversation. But big up Art Daily.
Yeah.
And like whatever he's doing now, man, I just wish you all the success in the world. So basically,
100%.
I took my daughter to BTSN where he was working. I'm not sure exactly what he was doing there, but he was somebody there. He wasn't just an assistant. He was somebody there. You know what I mean? Pardon me. And I didn't make the connection between this shop that he was in and the shop being in Brixton until one day I just did. And I was like, raw. I was like, okay. And one day I went there and I went there and I was like, raw, is my man in? I said, is Art here? And she's like, oh, you know Art? I was like, yeah, he's upstairs to the... And then he must have come out and I met him and said to him, oh, bro, I didn't even know it was here. You know what I mean? And boom, boom, boom. So there was another time I went there. I bought a suede eraser and a suede brush for my clocks.
Yeah.
And even though I haven't bought anything else from there, I went there and there was a lovely young lady. I can't remember what her first name was, but it began with a T. And I just said that I want to try on a pair of Dr. Martens. I want my daughter to try on a pair of Dr. Martens so I know what size to get her. And I'm not going to buy them here. I know I can get a better deal online, but I want to try them on her foot first.
Yeah.
Because I know I can save money by it. You know what I mean? She's like, you know what? That's perfectly fine. That's no problem. I understand exactly what you want to do, and I understand why, because these boots ain't cheap. Let's just keep it real. Like Dr. Martens, the ones that she wanted, they're the better half of £2, bro. Yeah. But she doesn't ask for anything. She's got one job. Get them grades. Perform. Respect me. She does that.
Cool. Yeah.
Anything she wants, bro.
Yeah.
I make sure that I pay to get her hair done every 4 to 6 weeks. Because she loves her natural hair. She don't want to relax it or press it or nothing like that. So
good.
man's got to maintain that. So big up to Vanessa from Empress Boutique, who's my daughter's stylist as well. Yeah. She might even become my new loctician because I fired my old.
Okay.
You know them
All right,
ones.
bro. You know when I saw that post the other morning, that had me in stitches. Like, you know what it was? You know the worst thing is, you see what it is, yeah? You wake up early, yeah? So sometimes you get them posting, yeah, before I wake up. So these times I'm all like,
I'll be up early, innit?
Yeah, but I will check
every day.
I check my phone too early and I'm like, what am I reading? The man's like, yo, fired the loctician. And it's too much. But you know what it is? Sometimes, like I get it. Like I get it. You see, being straight up and blunt, yeah. Like I totally get it. Do you know what I mean? I totally understand the efficiency because in life you ain't got time to waste. You know what I mean? And I totally understand. Like
I loved my loctician's work. I was with her for 6 years. I'm a published lock model on her.
Was that the one you fired? Was it?
That is the one I fired.
You were with her for 6 years.
Yeah.
And you just fired away. This man, this man ain't playing.
What, bro, I'll fire anybody. Fuck around and find out with me, fam. I could have known. You could have been my loctician for the whole 11 years I had locks. But guess what?
Yeah.
I am a man, yeah, that is very compassionate to individual, independent traders.
Yeah.
You're not a corporate behemoth. I don't expect you to have your shit like Tesco or Costa Coffee, which is falling apart, by the way, because they closed the one in my yard recently. Yeah. But I have extra patience for independence. I'm more forgiving with independence.
I hear that.
But you see, when it comes to my business, I'll break it down. This is what happened, yeah? I was with my loctician from when she was still working in the corporate world, making a decent salary.
Will your loctician see this? Will she see this?
Maybe not. I don't care.
Okay. All right, yeah. All right.
Remember, I'm not calling her name out. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? But I was with her from when she was, in the corporate world, doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she does a lot of things. She goes back to the motherland and she does a lot of charitable work over there. And I'm very, appreciative of that. You understand what I'm saying? So there's things that I like about her character that don't even involve my hair. You know what I mean? I like the fact that she's set up something where she can go back and she can give back and do a thing. And she goes back over there every year and does things. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, she was cool. Her service was A1. Her styling was A1. But
your camera's gone again.
Okay,
it's all good though. It's all good, man. It sounds cool anyway. So
all right, it's all right. The camera will come back. I'll bring it back.
But yeah, carry on, man. It's all good.
Hold on. I just need to get this back in order, man. Cool. So what are we doing now?
All right, we go. Cool.
All right, boom. Yeah. Every once in a while, it's gonna do that. I need to figure out how to stop it from doing that. Still, you know what I mean? But it's all right. It's all right. But yeah, so boom. So I was with her from when she was working full time and moonlighting, doing locks. Yeah. To where she cut down her hours at work to part time, and she was doing more locks.
Okay.
So she left the plantation completely, and she was working full time from home. Now, when I say full time from home, she had a chair with the neck support, and when she's washing your hair, she's got a different chair in the bathroom with the proper neck support. You understand what I'm saying? So she's got the shower head. She's, you know what I mean? She's professional even at home. Her home setup was beautiful. She's got a Wi-Fi password taped down right there on the coffee table. You understand? She's got snacks. She's got all of these kind of things ready for her guests. She
Mm.
used to have a lovely cat. Unfortunately, the cat passed away, but the cat was like half the experience for me, man. I love
Okay,
that
okay.
cat.
Yeah.
So I'm sad that cat's no longer with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my relationship for the most part with her was beautiful, man. You know what I mean? I made sure that I stayed professional and kept it professional because she wouldn't have been my loctician for 6 years. You know what I mean?
So what
But
went
she's a
wrong then?
what went wrong was she'd been trying to get through to me for the last quarter of 2025. But 2025 was a year that was very expensive for me. And this is important because I have a lot of responsibility. If all I cared about and my only expense was myself and my kids, I'd be all right.
Yeah, of
But
course.
I feed the hungry and the homeless, bro. And I
Mhm.
don't talk about it too much. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know what you do, man. I know you do your thing, brother. I
Right.
know you're out here doing your thing.
And I serve my community in ways that,
Yeah.
you know, in order for me to serve my community in a tangible way, not just performative way,
Yeah,
it does at some point, it does cost. I have to pay for that.
of course.
I don't have any sponsors. I don't have any support. However, feed the hungry, lead the blind, heal the sick, protect the vulnerable, serve your community. These are duties.
Mm.
For the life that I live, I don't have a choice in whether or not I do this. This is how I live. This is Rastafari liberty. And this is one of the reasons why I don't care about who's offended by what I post or what I say, because I try to make sure that I uphold that covenant every
Yeah.
day.
It's the actions speak. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
And my community loves me.
Mm.
There is not one of my shops in my local vicinity that I can't walk into if I was broke and said, look, I'm broke. I need this, and
Cool.
that.
Yeah,
I will
of course.
sort it out.
Of course.
You understand what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
haven't had to do that, but I know that I can if I want to. And it all starts with good morning, please, thank you. How are you today? Have a nice day, man. Have a good rest of the evening. I'll see you later. See you tomorrow. Simple. I don't do nothing extra.
Simple pleasantries that can get you through.
Manners, bro.
Yeah. There's a lot,
Real topsy.
which is what I find though. You know, I find like compared to like London, yeah. See, in Devon, people are more polite in some ways. Do you know what I mean? People say good morning, depending on where you are. Do you know what I mean? People say good morning, and they're more. I find in London, a lot of vexed people in London, isn't it? There's a lot of people that are vexed, and it's like you can't even, it looks like you can't even get through to some of them. You know what I mean? It looks like some people are just
Put it this way, yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I don't give away is my exact location, but I'm in South London. I'm
Mm-hmm.
from Brixton. I'm not in Brixton, but I'm in South London. Yeah. And I live in the ghetto. Okay. I live in the hood. I live in the trenches. When you walk into my yard, it's nice.
Yeah.
So I only have to deal with the ghetto shit once I walk outside. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
However, even living in an urban environment, pardon me, I've got a great relationship with my neighbors. I've got a great relationship with my local shopkeepers, my market traders. I have a market near my house.
Okay.
I have my Tesco staff. I love my Tesco staff. They're my Tesco staff and my Pete. I love them, bro. My Tesco is mostly full of OGs that's been there like 20 years plus. And then there's the other half is young people. So even though I live in the ghetto and we got mad people walking up and down, there is still a sense of community there to a certain degree. Even though
I'm not gonna lie, I did like living in South London. I did like, because I lived all over South. I've lived in like Old Kent Road, Lewisham a bit. I've lived in Streatham, Brixton, Norwood, like West Norwood, South Norwood, and so don't get me wrong, yeah. like it took me moving around South London to realize how mad that place really is, right? But for the most part, it weren't something that bothered me. Do you know what I mean? It was only a few. It's
I
like
could
South Norwood was one of them areas where I thought, rah. I didn't, you know what I mean? I thought, rah, there's
listen.
these kind of people.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone it keeps talking about raw. We got this before GTA 6. South London is GTA 6, blood.
It is. It is.
South London
It
is Grand Theft Auto
is.
6.
It
And
is.
a lot of people don't understand that they're living in the simulation, rude boy. Rockstar has outdone themselves this time. I'm telling you, bro. Bodies are dropping around it, bro. Do you want me to tell you something, bro? I think it was the day before yesterday, cuz. Yeah. My road, the bottom of my road was sealed off, and even the part of the main road, fam. And when you saw the police go into the yard and you saw the two boys that they pulled out,
Yeah.
ambulance and everything, one of the boys' arm was slashed, yeah. So it was bandaged up. These two little boys, and I'm not saying little boys to disrespect them, because you know that there's a part of puberty that we go through where the cheeks start disappearing and the jawbone gets a bit square, and we go from being a cute little boy to like a young man. You understand? These little boys still had the cheeks, bro. I don't think they were even in year 9 or 10, bro.
Yeah, they're slashing. They're cutting each other.
Police, plainclothes police, marching them out of their yard, putting them in bully vans, cuz.
Yeah.
There is a war going on with the young people right now in South London.
Oh yeah, this has been going on for a while. I've been in Brixton a few times where there's been clashes.
No, we're not saying Brixton. I'm not in Brixton.
No, I'm just saying I've been in Brixton. I've been in Brockwell Park 2 different occasions where the youths have clashed with the police, and the first one was about 20 years ago, but I remember the police ran off. They ran the police out the park, but then the police came back. The police came back, mate, on horseback. You know what I mean? And that was it.
On horseback.
They come back on horseback, bruv. It was literally like a John Wayne. You know what I mean? Like a John Wayne movie, bruv. Man,
South London.
Yeah,
South London is Grand Theft Auto mixed with Red Dead Redemption, bro, and Call of Juarez, bro. Like South London is a video game, because it's crazy, bro. Ultra violence.
Yeah.
And it's little kids, bro. I couldn't, when I saw these boys get frog marched out of their yard by the police and going into the bully vans, do you know that it nearly brought me to tears, Terror? And I'm going to tell you why. Because these are my children, bro. These are our children.
Of course.
These are our children, bro.
Bro, it's the same like in Camden. I've seen so many, man, you know what I mean? People grow up from kids. Growing up, they're getting involved and this and that and this, man. You know what I mean? People getting taken out. And at the end of the day, you know what I mean? People can look at it however they want to look at it, because people have their gang rivalries and stuff, you know what I mean? But when you look at
bro,
it
when you see that, bro, when I tell you the weapon they brought out of that youth, when the evidence bag, guys.
Yeah, but you know,
they had to use 2 evidence bags and tape them together.
Yeah.
To bring out this fucking zombie, bro. This post-apocalyptic Mad Max play,
yeah,
bro.
Because the thing is, the reality of it is, yeah. Remember, we're a bit older, so imagine being a 10-year-old, yeah, now, being aware of all the madness that's going on, right? Shanks and this and that and bootings and all of that that's going on with people 4 or 5 years older than you, and then knowing that you got to go into that. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
so
the thing is
this is what's going through. This is what a lot of young people have to prepare themselves for that are living in London and other urban areas, Birmingham, Manchester.
Terror. I'll be real with you, bro.
Yeah.
You know, one of the reasons why I never just come out and outright condemn our youths, them.
Yeah.
Because when I was living in Jamaica between the ages of 12 turning 13 to 15 turning 16. You think I wasn't armed when I was going to school, bro? I had more weapons. No, bro. Big man thing.
Yeah.
Big man thing.
Yeah.
Because this thing don't let me screen share, I can't show you my high school photo.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure you probably seen my high school photo. If you look on my Facebook, you'll see my high school photo, bro.
Yeah.
I was at high school and like I was enjoying high school. I enjoyed high school. You understand what I'm saying, bro? I enjoyed junior high and high school because I went out there and I went to my local all-age school, which had a junior high section. I was in junior high, passed my technical entrance first time, and then I went to Dintil Technical High School, which to me had the best combination of academics and athletics.
Yeah.
So
What
I
part of
went there.
Jamaica was this in?
Well, I was living in a place called Monig St. Anne, which is near
Okay.
Ochi. But
Yeah.
the high school that I went to, Dinto, was in St. Catherine in Linstead.
Yeah.
So I used to travel from St. Anne to St. Linstead, St. Anne to St. Catherine and back every single day
How
for
long would
school.
that
That was
take?
the mission.
How long
It
was
took
that
a
taking?
while. It took a while, but there was a large contingent of us though.
Yeah. Okay.
From that part.
So was it
And then some
rural?
of us-
Was it a rural part
Yeah.
of Jamaica?
Yeah, I lived in the country.
Yeah.
I lived in the country. I lived off the land.
But the country's
I-
still rough, though. People think Jamaica isn't like the cities are rough, but the country's also. It's not like the people that are in the country are soft or anything.
I'll
like
be
that.
real with you. It's rougher in town than country in Jamaica. Real talk.
Yeah. No, of course it is. Of course it is. Kingston's a tough place, but even still, anywhere in Jamaica, you have to. Do you know what I mean?
Put it this way, it really depends on your background because not everybody is poor or destitute out there, bro. There's people, I will be real with you. I lived with my grandparents. My grandparents are old and retired, and my grandma was stingy, bro. So most of my classmates came to school with more money in their pocket than I did.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Real talk.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. I needed more money to go to school with. My grandma weren't trying to give it to me, bro. I never had an allowance. I never had no pocket money. The only time I ever had pocket money is when relatives would come over from England or America and come stay with us.
Yeah.
And they give me a little change. You know them way that I used to stack it and get the things them that I want. And obviously, grandma and granddad will take them up and down and drive them about. But the grandma and granddad are old in it certain time. They want to they just want to take out the van or the pickup and they want me to just navigate because I'm young and I got the energy and I can go up and down with them. And I can. There weren't no GPS, no maps, no Apple Maps, no Google Maps back then, 97 to 2000. Nah, it was man had to read the map, and I had to navigate while man was driving.
Yeah.
I was a navigator because all my people them used to come from foreign, and they wanted me to navigate, and that's how I used to earn my little change and my little money. You know.
But you know what? You'd have to be quite good, even though Jamaica isn't. Like when people think of Jamaica, they think of a small island, but they don't realize how much miles of road there is. And remember, a lot of the road isn't just straight road. A lot of it is winding roads, and the roads in Jamaica are pretty mad. So to know your way around Jamaica is a skill because a lot of the roads are mad, and you can get caught up in.
And the thing is, I didn't like say for instance, I'm from country, innit? I lived in country. Like my lineage here, I'm a maroon on both sides.
Yeah.
My grandmother, my maternal grandmother, my mom's mom, comes from a place called Runaway Bay.
Yeah, man. That's down the road from where my family are from. It's literally down the road.
From Brownstown.
Yeah. Runaway Bay.
Brownstown.
Yeah, from Brownstown.
My granddad is from the granddad that grandma's married to. He's from Brownstown originally.
Okay, seen. For real. Yeah, so. Yeah,
and I want to say this as well. Yeah. I went to primary school and infant school in England, which was free. And
what school did you go to in England?
Alexander Infant School in Beckenham, and I went to Maudermount Primary School in Lewisham.
Okay.
Because there was a point when I was living with my uncle Randall in Lewisham from 93 to 96.
Yeah. And then you went back from Jamaica. Did you go back to Bricky?
No, the trajectory of my life went like this. Born in St. George's in Torting. Yeah. 1984.
Okay.
Yeah. 1990, I go to America to live with my mom.
Yeah.
1993, I come back to live in England in Lewisham with my uncle Randall, who also grew up in Brixton with, you know, in the old house before my grandparents moved to Beckenham. Yeah.
Yeah.
I come about around the Beckenham stage. I was going to Alexander Infant School before I went to America. Went to America, was there for 3 years. My sisters Jasmine and Rachel were born. They're twins. This is very relevant. And I'll tell you why later on. They're not identical, they're fraternal. I'm 9 years older than them. Love my sisters to this day. You know what I mean? But I never really got the chance to be big brother to them because I didn't grow up with them like that. But they're still my sisters. I love them. Love them. You know what I mean? And even their dad. You know what I mean? Love their dad as well. You know what I mean? 93, I came over. I was with my uncle from 93 to 96, and I was in year 4 to year 6 primary school, finished primary school, and then I went to America to live with my mum. And my uncle was like, "Raw, you know what? You don't have to go back it, you know." And I was a very smart child, so I kind of knew that my mum probably wasn't ready for me to come back yet. She probably hadn't patterned up yet. You know what I mean? But I was like, "No."
So was she based in America? Like, was she like living?
My mum's been in America since '88.
Yeah,
she's still there now.
Seen.
My sisters are American.
Cause I got some family that same sort of like from London, moved to America back in the day.
I got beer family in America.
Yeah. Because it's kind of mad. It's like when I had Bait Nate on here the other week, and he had a similar. He Trinidad, but he spent time in Florida. He spent time between Florida, Trinidad, England. You know what I mean?
My mom and sisters are in Florida now.
Yeah,
that's where they've been for I think the past 10 years or more.
Seen. That's I never.
The past 15 years or more.
Yeah. See me, I never really. I've been Caribbean Jamaica a few times. Been America once, but yeah, it's one of them things. I never really experienced life in America, but it's mad to find out how many people in the UK have actually like lived in America. Because at that age you could have gone either way. You know what I mean? You could if you stayed in America, no one would ever known any different. Do you know what I mean?
Put it this way. I went back to America to live for the second time in 96. Because, you know, my uncle was like, you don't have to go yet. You know what I mean? But I'm like, nah, man, I missed out on being big bro to my sisters. And I'm 9 years older than them. I'm their big brother. I'm not just their big brother. I'm their big bro. They need me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, people don't not mess around with little girls because of the parents. They allow it because there's a brother that's 9 years older than them that will whoop their ass. And their parents as well. You understand what I'm saying, bro? So I had a duty and I was going back to America to fulfill it.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, so, because most of my life I grew up as an only child. You understand what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
So it's like, when I actually had siblings now to be big bro to you, I'm like, raw, nearly all of my cousins got siblings. I'm going to look after mine. And I'm going to live with my mom. Anyway, 96 to 97, it only lasted a year, bro. You know what I mean? But while I was in England with my Uncle Randall, in 1994, my grandparents retired and they went back to Jamaica. When I finished that year, 96 to 97 in America, I got sent to Jamaica to be with my grandparents.
Okay.
And I was there from 97 till 2000. And I can promise you this, bro. That 3 years in Jamaica was the best 3 years of my fucking life.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it again. That 3 years in Jamaica, living in the country, living off the land. We grew Irish regular potatoes, sweet potato, yam, cassava, dashi, papaya. We call it pawpaw in Jamaica. Papaya, guava, star apple. We had an almond tree that got taken out because we had to build a second house. I built a house with my granddad out there. We had Scotch bonnet pepper. We had guava. We had a guava tree. My granddad built me a slingshot from the guava tree limb. Yeah. We had different types of yam. We had about 7 different breeds of orange. We had coconut trees.
So he's got his own land. He's got his own plantation out there.
No, we're not talking about massive land, bro.
No, but you,
There was
yeah, you don't need.
no, no. I'm gonna be very specific. It's a small plot of land, bro.
You don't need much
and,
land either.
And he had a side on the side of the house was a third of an acre. A third
Yeah,
of
that's
an
calm.
acre.
Yeah, that's calm. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
And you see that third of an acre?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
did
yeah.
not belong to my granddad. That
Okay.
belonged to the people who bought the plot next door, who were building their house. Yeah. But because they weren't living there and they weren't using the land, they let my granddad just farm on it because he could produce for himself, and you know what I mean. So they had three boys who were older than me, and they were bigger and stronger than me as well, and I loved them because they used to help out, and I used to go and help them as well, running the wheelbarrow, and you know, we're doing hard work, but we're making a game of it. And they were three strapping young men, you know what I mean. But I kind of looked up to them. They were three brothers. Big, strong, strapping brothers. And I just loved the way that they had the relationship with their mum and dad. And you know what I mean? They were my next door neighbors. And I saw how the thing, because I thought that was my grandparents' land, but it wasn't. I came to understand that that third of an acre was their land, but they weren't using it. So they told my granddad, go on.
Just use it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when I used to see them come over and pick a guava off the guava tree and whatnot, and pick a this off of that and whatnot, my granddad used to say, I shouldn't really have to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. You get me? This is the situation. So you see, anytime you see them come over and let them come over and pick over what they want. You understand what he had a key lime. My granddad planted the key lime tree.
Madness.
Key lime. For those who are alkaline, you know about that. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And that was on that third of an acre as well.
Yeah.
I used to dig up yam with my granddad and them thing there. So we had a pimento tree. Like, bro, like it was amazing, bro.
So when you come back to England, were you pissed to come back to England, or was it like, because you know when you're them ages as well, yeah, England is, like sometimes Jamaica can feel slow.
And all right, England well before I come back to when I came back to England, yeah, there were drawbacks to being in Jamaica, and one of those drawbacks is youths are gonna try you in school. Everywhere that I went, bro, this is important. Everywhere that I went, including America, remember I lived there twice.
Yeah.
I was the new boy in a new school in a new country. When I came back from America the first time and I was living in Lewisham, I'm the new boy in the playground as well. Every one of these places is like jail. As soon as you land, somebody's gonna try you, and you need to make an example.
Well, bro, this is what Nate said. Similar thing, because he was in East London, and they're going. You get me? But he was like the new kid in East in some of his schools, and and boy, anyone who knows Nate, right, boy, you know Nate. If you know Nate, you know Nate in it. Like he
put it this way, yeah. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
I give thanks for my uncles. I give thanks for the weekends where we have 11 to 15 grandchildren and step grandkids on any given weekend. I give thanks for the foundation of grandma taking me to church, because she didn't take me to church. All 11 to 15 of us were in granddad's big yellow van. In the back of it. He put carpet down on the bottom and we had cushions in there. Grandma, all right, pardon me. Let me break down when grandma and granddad ran this big house. Yeah, so 3 of my uncles lived there. I live in the house. I got my uncle Kwaku, I got my uncle David, and I got my uncle Cliff in the house. Yeah, these men, pardon me, are in their prime at this point. Yeah, of
course.
So you ever seen that Bruce Lee film, Game of Death?
I don't know if I've seen it.
That is a film where there's like a house or a tower, and every level he's got to fight somebody different on every floor. And at the top of the tower, he's got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar gives him a dirty kick in the chest, yeah, leaves a big black footprint on his chest. It's crazy. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar gives him the work, but he does eventually beat him, but he gives him the work first. You know the way there, everybody.
For those who don't know, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is a basketball player who was
over 7 foot tall.
7 foot odd. And he, yeah.
Legendary as well, one of the greatest NBA players ever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when Magic Johnson went to the LA Lakers, he was already there. You know what I mean? So boom. Yeah. My house, the big house in Beckenham that I lived in with my grandparents was like that. I come up and each level now, for example, I come from downstairs. Uncle David or Uncle Kwaku might be upstairs on the first floor. I'll come upstairs. And now I've got an adversary now.
Mm.
And the way that it used to work was I'm just going to get my ass whooped until I choose the right style to defeat that uncle on that floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to go through everything in it. I'm going to go through Snake. I'm going to go through Crane. I'm going to go through Mantis. I'm going to go through Lion Paw, Tiger Claw. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to go through all of them until I get the right one, rude boy. And then when I get the right one, then I get to defeat the enemy. My uncle do a slow motion. Oh! I get to move on to the next level. You know what it was there, cuz?
Streets of Rage ones.
Yeah, but bro, Gino, until I get the right style, I'm getting my ass whooped. They're not just doing gentle taps, bro. I'm getting my ass whooped, bro.
Yeah, you get worked.
I'm getting beat up.
You get worked.
I'm getting the work, bro.
The thing is, in them days, you got to remember, you were sending you out amongst, you know what I mean, amongst the NF and them sorts of people. So you had to get work. You have to be toughened up to go out there.
The playground in Beckenham was racist for sure, blood. I'm letting you know. And my uncles were preparing me for it, cuz.
I can imagine.
Yeah. So, boom, I get past Uncle David. And Uncle David is the second youngest after my mom is the youngest. After, like, in terms of chronological order, from eldest to youngest is Randall, who already moved outside the yard. Yeah. Cliff, who lived in the attic. Kwaku, and David. Kwaku's name wasn't always Kwaku. He changed it to that. You understand? But I'm not gonna say what his former name was. I'm gonna respect it. You get me? And David is the youngest uncle, and my mom was the youngest out of all of the siblings. My granddad's got about 9 daughters outside of the marriage as well, in Canada, in America, Germany, Switzerland, Africa, because he was a builder that used to travel around the world, and everywhere that he went, he left a picnic there, blood. Anyway, yeah, so get up to the second floor and it'll be like Uncle Kwaku now. I get beat up again until I find the right style. Obviously, it would have been like Crane or something for this floor. You know what I'm saying? Once I hit that Crane, I'm all right. Now, bro, I'm starting to hurt now, you know, because I've gone through 2 uncles, you know. I've gone through 2 uncles and I know I got a third one coming, bro. You know them ones that, bro, this was daily. Or every other day, cuz man was getting this, bro.
Yeah.
Now, salute to my grandparents, because every day that I used to come in from infant school, and this is as far back as I can remember, from 3 and 4 years old. Yeah. I used to come in. Before I take off my uniform, I had to write down my name, my address, my phone number, postcode, everything. Grandma's name, granddad's name, all of my uncles' names, my uncle's mobile phone numbers, the landline for the yard. Even my Uncle Randall, who lived in a separate yard, I had to write down his name and his landline number as well.
Right.
Every single day when I came home from school, that was my whole. I could not do nothing. I come in, I do that. I take off my uniform, I lay it down neatly on my bed until I got, a bit more, and then I put it on the hanger. Yeah, I do my homework, and that was my homework. A lot of kids didn't have homework, but I had to do that every single day. I used to read the Financial Times at 4, 5, 6 years old, bro.
Press the button again. The video's
gone. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's all right. Hold on.
I got my eye on the battery. It's getting a bit low still.
It's all right, man. I'm gonna pattern up my camera as well, really, boy.
But like I was saying, yeah, because remember we were saying earlier on that we was gonna do a multi-part. You get me? So
yeah, man, this can be like part 1 of however many, or this
could be the introduction, because really and truly we got things to cover as well.
Now,
got
what is
serious-
your actual battery percentage right now? Let me know.
you know what it is? It's on 11, but is it 12 or 11%? Yeah, but you see when it gets under 10%,
It
might
gets
just turn
dodgy.
off. That's what I'm worried about.
Okay.
And see when it turned off last time, I couldn't stop
Yeah.
the stream. You get me? I couldn't stop the
Okay.
stream. So I
Have
had
you
to-
got what have you got? An Android?
No, I'm doing this off a laptop. But
No, I'm saying, have you got an Android?
I have got an
phone?
Android, yeah.
You know you can download Zoom on your Android, you know.
Yeah, I could, but on this,
Or we can just continue on Facebook Live.
yeah, it's all right. Though.
Yeah, we can.
I'm gonna get a few hours sleep anyway.
Yeah, say no
mean,
more.
But
Say
I
no
don't
more.
mind.
Say
Do you
no
know
more.
what? Honestly, I don't mind even tomorrow. You get me?
What is
'Cause like I
tomorrow?
said-
Tomorrow. Ah, what is tomorrow? No, tomorrow's Monday. Tomorrow, I got tomorrow I got to live with my daughter, man. Me and my daughter got to go
Whenever,
somewhere
whenever,
tomorrow.
innit? But I don't mind even this
But
week.
tomorrow evening, actually, tomorrow evening. What do you say?
tomorrow
tomorrow 9
evening's
o'clock.
cool. Yeah, tomorrow evening's cool.
Tomorrow 9 o'clock, man.
Yeah, because trust me. Part 2.
Tomorrow 9 o'clock. Part
two.
two. Tomorrow
Come on,
9
come on.
o'clock.
Yeah. So if you're
You get
listening,
me?
people, part 2, because we ain't even. Do you know what it is? Yeah, we're just getting started. You know what I mean? We ain't even like I said, bruv. I would like to go on for 2-3 hours, but this thing ain't gonna last. So,
But don't worry about it, man. At the end of the day, it's the introduction just to
That's
let
it.
people know who it is that they're actually speaking to when they're speaking to Brixton Jesus. Why I'm called Brixton Jesus. What are the different things that I do? You can book me as a lock model. It doesn't matter that I have my own loctician. If you can book me as a lock model. When you call the number to book me, it will probably be my daughter acting as my booking agent, because when it comes to the things that I do, I like to have her involved and I like to pay her to do work. I've been doing that since she was 7 years old. And she's 18 and she's been very competent since 7 years old. She's earned every single penny that I paid her. Facts. You know what I mean? So, and she loves to do work. She loves working with her dad, man. You know what I'm saying? So I look forward to linking up with you tomorrow, my G.
yeah, cool.
And yeah, man, we can just wrap it up now before the battery actually cuts out and cuts her off, bro.
I'm gonna try and get some clips of this up tomorrow as well. So yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, respect.
All right, Tara, man. I'll catch you tomorrow, man.
Yes, my bro. I'll see you tomorrow.